Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ding, ding, ding. Ba, 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 ba. Good morning. Ba, 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 ba. Good morning. Ba, 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 ba. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Good morning. That's one of the alarm options in my phone. So sometimes I sing it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Monday, November 15th. It is 8:08, so you already know what time it is. Well, what time it is. It's time to get into our morning affirmations. It has been a beautiful experience so far dealing with you guys. We have completed our I Am Worthy of Love series. We did that over the course of the last 2 weeks. It was a great experience sharing that with you guys. And quite a few of you guys said that you were uplifted by that. I was also encouraged by that. So if you have not seen any of the 10 affirmations in the I Am Worthy of Love series, they are all posted and available on this page, so you can go through and watch those at your leisure. But if you would like a hard copy of the 10 affirmations from that series, you can download them and print them yourself just by going to my Etsy shop and accessing them that way. So it's $5 for 3 different files. They are PDF files you can print. You can make your own cards out of them. You can hang them up on your walls, whatever you want to. The 3 files include a smaller version, a smaller size font of the affirmations for your printing and viewing ease. That's just on one page. The middle size font, it's a little bit larger, easier to read, easier to handle, more card size. And then the largest file is, each affirmation is on a single sheet of paper. On a single page, 8.5 by 11. So you can print them on color paper, hang them in your room, hang them in your classroom, whatever you desire to do with those. So that is available. The Etsy link is up on my profile. So go ahead and indulge in that if you are so inclined. Today we are getting started in our new series of affirmations that is I Am Worthy of Peace. So I'm really excited about getting into this. It's going to take a little bit of a shift from the I Am Worthy of Love series, but still with the focus of validating your self-worth and affirming that you can be at the center of your life and bring joy and spread it around to the people who are in connection with you. So if you appreciate what we got going on here, as always, you can internalize that message within yourself and carry it through your day. Share it with somebody else who you feel like will benefit from this messaging. And if you would like to give a little financial appreciation, you can always hit my cash app, $Moesghetti. Buy me a coffee, buy me a car, whatever's in your heart, I'll take it. So with that being said, let's get into today's affirmation. I see I got one person on here. If you can give me a hello so I can see who you are, I appreciate that. Give you a little shout out. All right, today's affirmation is, I am worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I am capable of doing by myself. I am worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I'm capable of doing by myself. Hey, mommy, good morning. I am worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I am capable of doing by myself. So before we talked about I am worthy of asking for help, but this part is another angle of that, of I am worthy of receiving help and I am worthy of delegating tasks, even when I can do them all by myself. And so the reason why I say that this is a little bit different is because sometimes we do not ask. It's difficult to affirm the asking of help because we do not just think that we can receive help, that we are worthy of receiving the help. But if you want to bring more peace into your life, one of the things that's going to be necessary is to bring balance in your daily activities, balance in your tasks. One of the reasons why people don't ask for help or don't delegate tasks is they don't think that anybody else can do it as good as they can. But then you end up stressing yourself out trying to do everything at 100% and then end up either not doing it well as you could do, or not doing it at all because you become so overwhelmed with the various tasks that you can do. So any of us, the B word. Could you elaborate on that a little bit, please, Mom, about the B word? So for instance, I have one pen. I can carry this pen, hold on to this pen, take care of this pen all day. But if you give me 1,000 pens, balance is the B word. Yes, if you give me 1,000 pens, all of a sudden carrying pens becomes an overwhelming task. We get into doing things in our daily lives and say yes to a variety of small tasks. They may be easy for us to accomplish, but when we pull them all together, it becomes a mountain of things. And so by delegating things, even when we're capable of doing them ourselves, it does not mean that you're an inadequate. It does not mean that you cannot take care of it yourself. It's not a slight on your ego. It just means that I'm trying to bring about a little bit of balance to my day, to my life, by spreading out some of these responsibilities to people who may actually be able to help me. I am worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I am capable of doing by myself. We don't always have to get help just because we are out of whack. Allow a person to open a door for you. Allow a person to carry your bags. You don't always have to respond with, no, I got it. Allow people to be nice to you. Allow people to be nice to you. Allow people to do small things, because when people offer to help you with things, even if they're small tasks, that is part of them caring for you. And allowing people to care for you and show your love brings peace, brings joy, brings love into your space. Rejecting everything for the sake of independence does not bring us in communion with one another. I am worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I am capable of doing by myself. Not just things that I'm not capable of doing by myself. Just because I can move the chair by myself doesn't mean I have to move the chair by myself. I can get help. I'm worthy of receiving help. And when you internalize the fact that you are worthy of being the recipient of help, you're more likely to understand that you're worthy to ask for that help and actually do it. This goes into your prayer life as well. Sometimes we don't want to bother God about certain things because we think that we can handle that on our own. We think that that's outside of his scope of help. No, I am worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I'm capable of doing by myself. Yes, I can go to work and make some money. But what if I want a little help getting some extra money? Yes, I can go to my boss about that raise. Yes, I can handle this entire project by myself. But I'm worthy of receiving help. Spiritual help, physical help, emotional help. Yes, I can handle the burden of whatever went on with my family, but sometimes I want to talk to somebody about it. I'm worthy of that. I'm worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I'm capable of doing by myself. This is not an attack on your capabilities. This is not an attack on your ego. This is taking down some of the boundaries, some of the walls that we have built around ourselves because we're hyper independent. Hyper independence doesn't bring peace. Hyper independence brings a lot of stress because you're doing so much. You're doing so much by yourself for no particular reason other than you don't think that it's worth getting help for things that seem trivial that you can do on your own. that seem small. But when you add them all up, they become large. And then you become stressed. All because you don't think it's worth getting help in those things. I am worthy of receiving help. And I am worthy of delegating tasks. Even when I'm capable of doing these things myself. I am worthy of receiving help and delegating tasks that I am capable of doing by myself. I know I'm guilty of this. I have a whole handful of stuff and be trying to open a door, and then somebody come try to help me. I'll be like, no, I got it. I got it. But I don't have to close myself off to the world like that. I can receive help. Even when I got it. I think that's all I got on that one today. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to go on up in prayer. And then we're going to take it on out. My God, our God, the knower, seer, filler, doer, beer of everything, everywhere, and every place. We thank you for this day. We thank you for allowing us to get up. We thank you for allowing us to commune with one another, to share a message of peace. We thank you for the people that you have brought into our lives, both permanent and temporary. We thank you for blessing us with one another so that we can be of assistance to one another as we travel on through this life. We ask that you soften our hearts so that we may ask you for help in the things that we need help. We ask you that you soften our hearts, that we are open to receiving help from other people, even in the small things, to keep us connected with one another, to keep us balanced, to keep us at peace. We just thank you so much for even the ability to do things on our own. We thank you even more for the communities, for the relationships. We thank you for community and relationship with you, to make those things go smoother and to make those things feel balanced and to make us feel valued, even in the small things. So we ask that you help us hold this in our hearts as we move throughout the day so that we can remember that you brought us here to be in community with each other. And receiving help from one another is just a way to foster that community and keep us open so that we can receive help from others and so that we can be open to receive help from you. For we know all of our help, all of our help, all of our help, all of our help, all of our help comes from you. Amen. Amen. I say. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me today for the daily affirmations. You already know the speech by now. If you want to show your appreciation, the first thing you can do is internalize this message and carry it with you through your day. Second thing you can do is share this video, share this message with somebody who you feel like may find some enlightenment through it. And also, if you want to show a little financial appreciation, hit my Cash App, #, Moesghetti. Buy me a coffee, buy me a car. But as always, I don't do this for any sort of fame and fortune. I'm just trying to live out my purpose on purpose. And right now, that is to spread a little light into dark places. If you're interested in getting a hard copy of the affirmations from the last series, I Am Worthy of Love, then that is available in my Etsy shop, and you can see those details. I posted that on my page. You can go take a look at that. We are currently in the I Am Worthy of Peace series. And then I have another one for you guys right on after that. So I'm looking forward to it. You guys have a great day and be blessed.